Hey there, everyone. It's Gloria with Glory Be Resale, and I am here to do a What's Sold video, and it will be from October 13th to the 19th. Back down to 1 week. There's just more things I think being sold at this point, so I'm slowing it down again. First thing to sell was this vintage Homeco mid-century gold tone lion cubs. And these are wall hangings. These took quite a long time to sell. They did sell for $39, and the cost to me was $3. Maybe I had them too high, but they did take over. I want to say I picked these up in yard sale season last year. So, next thing to sell was this vintage Art Nouveau metal crucifix freestanding. And this I picked up at a church sale. This might have been last year, but I just listed it. It has not been listed very long. I found a box out there and decided to list this stuff. So this I put up $45 and it sold pretty quickly for $45. Cost fee on it was $1. Next item to sell was this Talbot's plus size red plaid blouse. And this was a newer tag and size 3X. And this sold for $25. The cost to me on it was $3. Next item to sell was this Ariat um, sweatshirt, hoodie sweatshirt, and this sold for $25. The cost to me on it was $5.99. Next item to sell was this LL Bean men's plaid cotton flannel bathrobe, and this sold for $45, and the cost to me on it was $6.99. Next item to sell was this vintage House of Hatton signed Decala 2000 Sitting Santa with the bottle brush tree, and this sold for $22.50, and the cost to me on it was $3. Next item to sell was this recipe box. This sold for $22. It's a 1977 wood recipe box with some flowers and wheat on the front and a cat's tail. And again, this sold for $22. Cost to me on it was $1.50. Next item to sell was this Christopher Banks plaid crop blazer jacket. This sold for $29. Cost to me on it was $6.49. Next item to sell was this pair of Vineyard Vines green chino skinny pants, size 4, and these took forever to sell. I bought these. I bought a few Vineyard Vines items, and it was right, I guess, about the time that Vineyard Vines stopped selling because it had been hot for a while. So anyway, new with tags, I sold these for $24. Cost to me on them, $10. So not a very good sale, but happy to get rid of them. Next item to sell was this vintage J. Crew women's fisherman cable sweater. And this sold for $30, and the cost to me on it was $6.49. Next item to sell on Poshmark was this pair of women's Hogan burgundy patent leather loafers made in Italy, and these sold for $100. I had taken an offer of 100. I had these for a while, maybe a year, and I think I just had them up way too high. They are an expensive shoe, and these were new, unworn shoes, as you can see. But anyway, somebody sent me an offer. I marked them down to I'm not sure what, and somebody sent me an offer of $100, and I took it. The cost to me on these was $6. Next item to sell over on Mercari. I had one sale, and it was this Curly Eddie's 70s car salesman style blue yellow plaid blazer jacket. And this sold, I took an offer of $31.20. And the cost to me on it, I believe this one was half price, so it would have been $3.50. Next item to sell over onto Etsy was this vintage hand carved foldable cookbook stand, and this sold for $29. Cost to me on it was $3. If you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, I would really appreciate it. It helps me out. Um, I just appreciate it. Just give it a little click on the like and subscribe. Thanks. And the next thing to sell was this pair of toe-wear wall lamps. I picked these up at a yard sale for $4 for the pair and sold them for $149. Next item to sell on Etsy was this vintage 80s intriguing threads nautical anchor rope ship wheel print blazer. And this sold for $30, and the cost to me on it was $3.50. Next item to sell was this tea kettle. It's a cow, um, 1990s whistle and tea kettle. This is the second time I've sold a kettle like this. Um, so this one, I did pay $8 for it at a yard sale, but I had known what it went for because I had sold one before, and I got $65 for it. So it was worth paying a little up for it because I knew um, what it went for. And the last thing to sell on Etsy was this vintage 1960s mid-century modern gold metal wall decor hangings, of flowers and butterflies. And these sold for $35. Cost to me on them was $4. And that is everything that I sold from October 13th to the 19th. So I hope your sales are doing well, and I will see you next time with what sold this last week. I'll see you then. Bye.